What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. We are back here on Madden, here to do another rebuild, of course, as today I wanted to go ahead and do the Kansas City Chiefs side of things of the Tyreek Hill trade. So obviously that means we're doing a Tyreek Hill or post Tyreek Hill Kansas City Chiefs rebuild today. Of course, before we get into this video, guys, if you are new around here, it'd be greatly appreciated if you hit that subscribe button, and of course leave a like if you are enjoying these so far. We've been uploading rebuilds every day consistently, and we still have a lot more planned, but this was the trade that obviously went through. Tyreek Hill for 5 draft picks. Unfortunately, I only fit 3 in here. So round 1, round 2, round 4, those are going to be the important ones that we can get. So hopefully this just goes through immediately. If it does not, then it might get a little rocky around here, but it does not. So do we have to get rid of the 4th round pick in order to... Oh, okay. This could be... I got to find a way to get this trade to go through, because obviously we want that round 1, round 2 pick for this video. So I kind of expect it to go through, but obviously it didn't right away, which is really annoying. So in order for me to get this trade to go through, I have to throw in an extra 3rd and an extra 4th in order for this to... I wish Madden would literally just put in a trade override button. That would be so much better than having to do this. Like, Madden, just please, implement some things from 2K, and that would be greatly appreciated. But regardless, we basically got the 2 important picks with the round 1 and the round 2. The 4th, 5th, and 6th, I'm not going to be too... Or 4th, or 2/4 and the 6th, I believe it is, isn't going to hurt me too much. But obviously, Tyreek Hill being gone, we have Juju Smith-Schuster, and then looks like McCole Hardman got superstar development the season I simulated before. We also have Nang here at right tackle. So the offensive line is actually not too bad, which we like. Obviously, you have Travis Kelce, Patrick Mahomes at quarterback, and then you got Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And then defensively, if you take a look, Nick Bolton ended up being pretty good for the Chiefs, so I imagine he'll be here for a while. They got Chris Jones, of course, Frank Clark, Rashad Fenton, L'Jarius Sneed, and then Juan Thornhill and Justin Reed. Obviously, the Chiefs decided not to bring back Tyrann Mathieu. Also have Willie Gay here at 24. So we got some young linebackers, and Harris is also like 26. So probably have to replace him, but Frank Clark, Justin Reed. We have a little bit of money, though, so that's a good thing. So we have the draft picks, which is going to be important. And of course, we also have the ability to sign a little bit of free agents, which is also going to be really cool. So I do want to take a look at Frank Clark's situation here, though, and just some other situations as far as money is concerned. So Frank Clark, if we did cut him, would give us about $12 million, but it would be a $13 million penalty. So I think I might end up waiting till next season to maybe cut ties with him. Obviously, the Chiefs decided not to cut ties with him this season, so I'll probably do the same thing. Probably just leave him on the defensive line for now, but we can go to free agency and try to grab some things we could use. So looking at the top free agency, you got Tom Brady, you got Jason Kelce. Obviously, both of them are already back with their respective teams. Akeem Hicks is still a free agent, Rob Gronkowski. So I like our nose tackle situation, so there's really no reason to go for Akeem Hicks. You got Gronk, Odell Beckham. I don't really think wide receivers really are a problem. I mean, you could use a 3rd wide receiver, obviously, but going for Odell is not going to be what we really need to do. A corner definitely would not hurt, like a Bryce Callahan. Move him in here for like a 1 year, I think could make some sense. Another corner obviously would be helpful, so might take a look at that. And then linebacker, another outside linebacker also would not hurt us as well. So there's still some things we can do, and those draft picks are going to come in handy as well. So we have not much options as far as linebackers concerned. I see Azeez Al-Shaair, which could maybe make some sense here. He's only 25, so could maybe develop a little bit. So I might go for him. He is only obviously a 72 overall, but he'll be an upgrade to what we have right now. And I'm not saying this like totally eliminates us from drafting a linebacker, but definitely have him as some depth could come in handy. So we'll offer him a contract. It's going to be the #1 offer by a little bit, so I'll overpay him just a little bit more, just in case, to make sure we do get him. And I think I am going to go ahead and try to sign Bryce Callahan for a 1-year contract, says I think that could come in handy. Unless there's someone else we can maybe take a look at instead. Maybe there's a younger guy. You got Nick Needham out here from Dolphins, but I'm going to go for Bryce Callahan for 1 year. I think that could help us out for this year. So obviously not going to be a long-term option necessarily, but he'll be here for the year. And I don't think I'm going to be doing much of anything else. If I do go ahead and sign anybody else, I don't think it'll be too much. So I think that's basically all the free agency signings I wanted to accomplish. If I do decide that there's more that I want to do, then I will show you guys, obviously. So these are going to be my negotiations for this free agency period. It's going to be Bryce Callahan, as you know. We also offered on Melvin Ingram, who played for the Chiefs down the stretch. We got Azeez Al-Shaair, who we really do want. And then these two are just kind of depth signings because we literally have no depth at the safety position. So these two obviously won't play a huge impact, but it's just always nice to have depth on the team. So they're both pretty cheap contracts. So hopefully get everybody there. So let's go to next week, and that'll probably be our free agency. Not too much. We got a couple veterans in here to help out for now. Then of course eventually, so we got basically I think everyone we wanted, which is good. So everyone did accept. Melvin Ingram, got Bryce Callahan as another corner, got some safety depth, which is good. We still do need like a left end as well, so that could be something we address in the draft, which obviously will be something we're going to be looking for. The draft picks are going to help out a lot. losing Tyreek Hill does suck, but I think the Chiefs will be fine without him in a way. So not too upset with the Chiefs trading Tyreek Hill. I understand you got Mahomes on a big contract, and I think wide receivers are a little bit more replaceable than a quarterback, as you know. So we got our corners, we got some safety depth, which is good. And then again, we need an edge over here. And then probably, actually, I guess we got Melvin Ingram. What am I talking about? So I'm stupid. But Frank Clark, let's generate best lineup. So Melvin Ingram was the guy we got. That doesn't eliminate us from like drafting a end still as well. But linebackers are all young, which is nice. But of course, probably wide receiver in the draft and just adding more on the defense is probably what we're going to want to accomplish on draft night. So with those extra couple draft picks, we're going to head into the draft and see what we can accomplish, get some defense, get some wide receiver depth. I think this will be a good draft for us. So headed into the NFL draft. In real life, the Chiefs have the 29th pick and the 30th overall pick, but of course in this simulation we end up having number 16. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we can get here at number 16. So we have Carson Strong going right before. You got Tyler Linderbaum, David out of Michigan, who actually tore his Achilles, I think, during his pro day, which is just really unfortunate. Very, very sad for him. Jameson Williams could be kind of that deep threat that could technically maybe replace Tyreek Hill in a little bit. So that might be something we go for. Nick Bonito at the linebacker spot could be nice as well. But I'm looking at Jameson Williams here, and I kind of like the idea of bringing him in as a wide receiver for Patrick Mahomes. So I'm going to draft Jameson Williams, I think, with this 16th overall pick. And then when we get to the 30th overall pick, I believe we'll most likely kind of go for like more of a defensive player. So let's see what we got here on pick number 30. So pick number 30, we are going to be selecting, we have Drake Jackson, who can make some sense here. Throw him on the D-line. Josh, you got Kingsley. Malik Willis, of course, has fallen this far. Probably won't fall that far in real life, I would imagine. Nakobe Dean as another middle linebacker option. But we really don't need a middle linebacker. We like what we have in Nick Bolton. Haskell Garrett could throw in some depth. Justin Ross, another. And then you got Sanders, who I always do love. But I think I might be able to address him. Might be able to get him in the second round. So I might wait on that. And I'm going to look at Drake Jackson here and throw him on the D-line. Something I do like. Or, like I said, we could go for a linebacker. But I do like my middle linebacker position right now. Looking at Drake Jackson, throw him on the D-line for some depth, another hidden development, speed rusher, and then Sanders might be my second round pick if he's still available. We'll see if he's still there because obviously we do have Melvin Ingram for now, but that's not going to be there forever. Kobe Dean goes right before us. And then looking at it, Banks, you got Brendan Cox, Haskell Garrett, Kendrick. Like I said, if he is here, I'm going to take him, and that would be Sanders if he has fallen this far, and I don't believe he has, which is rather unfortunate, but it is what it is. So what are we going? Adam Anderson as a linebacker, which we could grab. David Bell as a wide receiver. Owen, Drake London, Pickens. We could grab, obviously, another wide receiver. Also, we could grab some defensive line depth with Haskell Garrett out of Ohio State. So that might be the guy I take here. Haskell Garrett, welcome to Kansas City. Just some more D-line depth. And then, of course, we still have another second-round pick, which we can add. Probably linebacker depth here would probably be the best thing to do, as Brenton Cox does go right before us. And then Nicholas got Drake London, Owen, which we might be able to trade down if some team wanted to trade up for like Drake London. But Auburn linebacker here, Owen here might make some sense. We don't know. He's got a man coverage, so I do like the idea of bringing in Owen here. So we're going to take a look at him, bring him in as depth for the linebacker position. And then I think we have one last pick I want to kind of select at round 3, pick number 30. So after this, I think I'll be done. But I'm pretty excited about everything we just were able to grab. So Nolan Smith falling this far, Merlin Robinson, who we've scouted quite a bit. So we could go ahead, draft another linebacker. That wouldn't hurt us too much. So Merlin Robinson, B zone. I will take him here as well. And he had B man as well. So love that selection for us. And I think that'll be it for me in the draft. We got a wide receiver to, kind of fill the void with Tyreek Hill being gone. Got some depth on the defense, which is what we needed to accomplish. I'll let the assistant GM do the rest and see what they think we should draft for the rest of the draft. So coming out of the draft, we actually came out of the draft with 2 hidden development wide receivers, I should say, and Joseph Nagata and also Jameson Williams. So Clemson rookie, which is really nice. We got 2 wide receivers to potentially maybe fill the void, of course, with Tyreek Hill being gone. And defensively, you got Willie Gay, Azeez Al-Shir still here, Nick Bolton, and then we took Owen. We took also Merlin Robinson. You got Harris. We got Joseph. And then we also got Drake Jackson out of the draft. And then we also grabbed Haskell Garrett, but I don't even actually see him here for some reason, which probably buried in the depth chart a little bit, which is fine. I think he's kind of a low overall, so that does make some sense. But for now, I'm really happy with how this has looked. Obviously, the offense is the, strength on this team. But we've added a little bit to the defense, which I think could definitely become something for us. So we'll see what happens. Obviously, Frank Clark probably be a guy we cut next season. Drake Jackson could maybe step up, and then Melvin Ingram, not sure we'll resign him either. Bryce Callahan might be somebody we also move on from. We only signed him for 1 year, so obviously he might not be here after our past the season. So still need to think about other things, corner, D-line. But I think for the most part, our offense is set. Getting those 2 wide receivers is really nice. But hopefully this season ends up going well for us. I mean, it is the Kansas City Chiefs for crying out loud. So usually when I simulate, the Chiefs are freaking good. Would not be surprised though when I take them over, we just suck because it's me. So let's see what happens. So at the end of the season, like I said, with Tyreek Hill being gone, we went 7-10. Not surprised whatsoever. I mean, the AFC West did get better. I mean, I guess it's possible the Chiefs could just be this bad, but I don't see it happening. I think Mahomes is still going to put this team in the playoffs each and every year. So really unfortunate ending to the season in a way. Definitely would have loved to have seen us in the playoffs. Obviously, we have to understand that our division is really good though. So I guess I can't be too upset. It is what it is, but we'll have to take a look at the stats, kind of see what went wrong. We definitely have some ability to make this team better though in the offseason, so we'll see what happens. Cap space situation could maybe hurt us a little bit. We'll have to see what that's looking like. But as far as the stats concerned, Mahomes was still really good. First in the NFL on both sides of touchdowns and passing yards, and offense was 50 in the NFL. But defense, on the other hand, just was not good, in which we know that it's been kind of the weakness of the Chiefs. They've been serviceable. James Williams was really good, 1,400 yards, 1,100 yards, 1,000 and 1,000 from Juju Smith-Schuster. And then defense, sacks-wise, 6.5 from Chris Jones, 6 from Melvin Ingram, and then 4.5 from Frank Clark, and then 2 from Nick Bolton. So obviously the defense wasn't all that great, which we can't be too surprised by. But we'll kind of, go into the offseason and see what we can do to make this team better. So defense is going to be the weakness. So I'd like to keep the offense basically the same if possible. Not really sure how plausible that's going to be. Looks like we have a little bit more upgrades. We have Jameson Williams, who can go up to an 81 overall now, so which is really nice. But like I said, we can keep the offense intact. Defense is really the problem. So if we can keep the defense or keep the offense intact, and then defense, if we can strengthen that just a little bit more, I'll feel pretty good about next season. But obviously, with $22 million in cap space, it might be a little tough. We'll see what's here. So Mecole Hardman, somebody we obviously want to keep. Juan Thornhill, one of our free safeties, which I would like to keep him as well. But those are the only 2 free agents that stand out to me. Rashad Fenton, I wouldn't mind bringing him back as well. Callahan probably won't worry about. But Mecole Hardman, like I said, want to keep him around for sure. So we'll grab him. And Frank Clark will probably have to be a cap casualty this offseason. Obviously, not much money right now. So Mecole Hardman is back, which is good. And I do want to keep Juan Thornhill around as well. So after this, we don't have much money whatsoever. So like I said, some cuts are going to have to be in order. Rashad Fenton, I'm not going to be able to afford right now. So, and yeah, we're going to need corners. Corners are going to be very important this offseason. So let's go take a look at our team salaries and see if there's anybody that makes sense to cut away. I think Frank Clark is 100% a guy we have to cut. So yeah, he frees about $21 million right now. So I think it is definitely an easy decision for me. Freeing up $21 million in cap space. Chris Jones, we could free up $20 million with him as well. But obviously, he is a 95 overall, our best D tackle. So don't really want to have to run into that situation. Maybe we trade him instead. That might actually be the better thing to do. And then Thuney, Callahan obviously is moving on. Melvin Ingram is a free agent. Justin Reed. So yeah, I mean, we could technically cut or trade Chris Jones. Not sure I'll do that. But if I do have to, that might be the thing we do. We'll see, though. So offense obviously looks really good. There's really nothing to change over here. Mecole Hardman's a superstar development. All 3 of our wide receivers are superstar devs. So no reason to really mess with the offense at all, other than maybe a backup quarterback, which I can let the computer figure that out. And then Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Our running back or backup running back situation isn't all that great, but it's fine. Obviously, anybody can probably be pretty good with Patrick Mahomes. But the defense is really what I want to focus on, like very, very badly. So Noddy, and then corner. So with Jarius Sneed, so our secondary is not that good. Or Juan Thornhill, Justin Reed is solid, but obviously outside of Jarius Sneed in the cornerback room, there's really not much there. And then we have Drake Jackson stepping up, and then linebackers Azeez Al-Shaair went to star development, which is actually really nice for us. So I like that. Nick Bolton, I'll leave, and then Willie Gay, he is 25, so we can still give him, like I said, another opportunity as well. Haskell Garrett, but Chris Jones might have to be the guy I trade if I have to run into that. I'm not sure that'll be a problem yet, but if it is, might be a guy we trade away. We'll see. Him being 29, only 1 year left in his contract, would be kind of hard to keep him around next season. Rashawn Gary as an outside linebacker, obviously throwing him over Willie Gay could be interesting, but I'm not sure we really need that. I mean, we need more coverage linebackers than anything. AJ Brown, don't need wide receiver. I'm really not focused on the offense whatsoever. bring Marcus Peters back to Kansas City, which I don't think I'll end up doing. Jimmy Ward, Sean Murphy-Bunting. We need corners more than anything. So then getting some young corners like Sean Murphy-Bunting, who's a scheme fit, and Greedy Williams. We could walk away with both those guys. I would feel really good about this. So let's try to get both of them. Sean Murphy-Bunting, offer him a little bit of a contract here, and let's see if we can walk away with him. Sean Murphy-Bunting will be his #1 offer, and then again, Greedy Williams, also the other guy I want because he's also young. Might be able to walk away with both of them, and that would strengthen our cornerback position. So we'll grab Greedy Williams, and we'll feel really good about that. So I might just leave the linebackers the way they are because they're both are all really young, and I all believe they could develop. So obviously we can go for Morrow, we could go for Taki, go for Gary, but he's not really a scheme fit. And then Cole Holcomb could be a scheme fit. Put him over Willie Gay could be an option, but I mean, I'd rather just take my chances with Willie Gay just developing or just drafting a linebackers. We might have a draft pick this offseason, or a high one anyway. So I mean, the other thing, like I said, is potentially trading away Chris Jones. I mean, if we did, you have Akeem Hicks, you have Eddie Goldman, you got, yeah. So there's really, I mean, unless if we were grabbing like a defensive tackle in the draft, we know for sure is going to be really good. Not really sure cutting ties with Chris Jones is really the right option. Obviously, we need another end rusher, so that could be something we need to look at. Dre'Mont Jones is out here. I could throw him on the opposite side of Drake Jackson, Chase Winovich, but I'm not really sure that strengthens the team all that much. Getting those corners is going to be nice, but we'll have to figure out what else we can do in order to strengthen this team. Do we trade Chris Jones is the question. I'm definitely debating that right now. We'll see what I can make happen. So I'm sending Chris Jones over to the New York Jets for Franklin Myers and a 3rd-round draft pick. So that solves our end position right now. Obviously, that kind of leaves a gaping hole at the nose tackle spot. But we go ahead and make that trade, and I feel really good about that. A 26-year-old for a 29-year-old. Obviously, only 1 year left in his contract. The Jets get the immediate impact player while we kind of just get younger and get a draft pick out of it as well. So obviously, that moves Drake Jackson to the other side. That could promote Haskell Garrett, but I'm not completely sold on him being the guy. We'll see. I kind of maybe will go nose tackle in the draft, but Chris Jones, 1 year left in his contract, kind of decided to just move on from him. Hopefully that was a good decision, but let's see if we get both the corners we were looking for. If we do, I'll feel really good after that. We get both Greedy Williams and both Sean Murphy-Bunting, so both very nice corners coming over, and obviously picking up that extra draft pick is really nice because we did have to throw that draft pick in order to get the Tyreek Hill trade to go through, even though that wasn't what happened in real life. But regardless, getting those corners just strengthens the cornerback room. Linebackers are still really young, not totally opposed to drafting a linebacker still, and then another nose tackle, but I won't worry about offense probably whatsoever, other than maybe another running back, I guess, maybe in the draft. But of course we could just sign one. We have $14 million, so maybe just sign another running back real quick, and then after that, I'm ready to head into the draft. So we can bring Kareem Hunt back to Kansas City. That would be interesting. Chase Edmonds could be actually a perfect guy for Mahomes to throw to. So I'm going to offer Chase Edmonds a 3-year deal to back up Clyde Edwards-Helaire, and I think I'll be good with that. So we're going to head into the draft after all that, and let's see if we can get in draft night. So heading into the NFL draft with the 9th overall pick, which obviously went 7 and 10. Don't imagine the Chiefs would be in this position, but hey, here we are. So let's see. Linebacker, nose tackle is kind of what I'm looking for, obviously. So we have Smalls here who I've taken in like the last 2 videos, so I would rather not. Desmond Evans, we got a corner, Eli Ricks. I mean, another corner. Obviously, we don't really need that, though. Amar Spates, BJ Ojulari, and another safety, I guess, could be interesting. A tackle, another wide receiver. I mean, none of that really makes all that sense. So let's go take a look at defensive tackles real quick and kind of see if there's anyone. Got Jalen Carter here out of Georgia. I mean, we definitely need A tackle, B power moves. We might just take Jalen Carter here with this 9th overall pick. He's a hidden development defensive tackle. So welcome to Kansas City, my friend. Don't want to fully rely on Haskell Garrett to be the guy, so I'm going to take Carter just for insurance purposes. And then linebacker, still something I want to look at. So let's see if maybe we got Drew Sanders falling out of Alabama. We got a corner. We got free safeties. Is there anyone else here that might make some sense? Grab Peyton Wilger, Chris Bogle, but I'm looking at Sanders out of Alabama here. A pursuit, B zone. Just another linebacker option. He's going to be normal dev, but just like I said, just grabbing more linebackers, even though we've drafted linebacker quite a lot. But now we can go to our 3rd round pick and kind of see if there's anything else, like maybe offensive line, maybe get some insurance just in case. Darnell Wright, Chris Bogle, MJ Sherman, Roy. We could also throw on the D-line at LSU. So let's look at right here. C pass block, C impact block, B run block finesse. We'll go ahead and grab a tackle just in case for insurance purposes in the future. Not really sure what my tackle situation is completely like. I know Brown is somewhat young, but I don't remember what Derek Notty's age completely is. So All right, I'm happy with that. We're gonna head out of the draft now, and we're gonna see how we feel after that. And I think this next season should be a playoff team. Hopefully, I mean it should be. We'll see. So looking at the offense, we have to feel really good about how all this looks. Obviously, 3 superstar dev wide receivers, which is awesome. Mahomes, superstar X Factor, Clyde, and then Chase Edmonds probably as the 3rd down back. Offensive line still looking really good. We drafted some insurance in the offensive line as well. And then defensively, we got ourselves a 75 overall defensive tackle to kind of replace Chris Jones being gone. Nick Bolton, Azeez shares a star development. Maybe we get lucky and Willie Gay can go to star development. We got Snead, Greedy Williams, and Sean Murphy Bunting. Justin Reed is still here, and then Juan Thornhill. So yeah, this defense is improved for sure. So I'm happy with that. And of course, we do have some depth everywhere. And then Franklin Myers came over from the Chris Jones trade as well. So yeah, I mean, this team should make the playoffs this season. How old was Nang? Should I have drafted? He's 25, so I guess I didn't really need to draft a tackle, but never hurts to have depth. Whatever. So let's go ahead and jump into this season now. And this team should be a playoff team. We've definitely improved the defense a little bit. Offense is still going to be the strength of this team, obviously, but we've gotten younger on the D-line, young at the linebacker position. I feel really good about how this could go this season. So at the end of the season, we ended up finishing 2nd in our division, get to play the Baltimore Ravens here in round 1, which obviously the Chiefs and Ravens have had their matchups in the past, but I don't know if they've ever have the Chiefs and Ravens ever matched up in the playoffs. I feel like they have, and I just forgot about it. But regardless, we're going to go ahead and upgrade everybody, of course, and we can take a look at the stats and see if the defense was improved at all. So looking at the schedule real quick, or not the schedule, I mean the stats. We need to look at the stats real quick. And let's see how everything went. So looking at the stats, offense was 18th in the NFL, so a little bit worse than last year, like way worse, 13th rank worse. And then defense was middle of the pack, which was a lot better than Patrick Mahomes, 36 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. Rushing wise, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, 700 yards and 13 rushing touchdowns. So I did not actually pick up the team option or the 5th-year option on Clyde Edwards-Helaire, so kind of happy I did it. Obviously, this isn't really a run-first offense, but Travis Kelce, 1,200 yards, Jameson Williams, 1,100, 800 from Mecole Hardman, 700 from Juju, and then Chase Edmonds got in the mix a little bit with 300 yards as well. And defensively, sacks-wise, for John Franklin Myers over from the Chris Jones trade, 11 sacks, 10.5 from Drake Jackson, who was part of the draft a couple years ago, Jalen Carter and Willie Gay, and then Sanders with 2.5, 2 from Derek Nottie. So things look a lot better on the defense side of the ball. Being middle of the pack is a lot better than what it has been, so I'm happy with that. And now we can go ahead and see if we can come into Baltimore and beat them. We don't get the home field advantage. But hey, we've had our, like I said, we've had our battles with Baltimore in the past. We'll see if we can come out on top in this one. This is going to be an important game. Wild card weekend, here we come. So usually in Madden, I can't put my trust in anybody, but if I'm going to be able to put my trust in anybody, it's Patrick freaking Mahomes. I feel like Mahomes can come out here and do his thing. At least I'd like to think so. So hopefully that will be the case. He comes out here and beats Lamar Jackson. Hopefully that will be what happens. So we get the ball to start things off, and Mahomes is going to come down and put up a field goal. Okay. We get a stop, and now we're up 10-0, but the Ravens respond quickly, and we respond quickly as well. It's 17-7, 20-7, and we're going to go up 27-7, and things are looking on the up and up so far, but you never really know. We do allow the Ravens to get a stop, and they are right back in this game. So we are definitely going to need a score here. No score yet, and now we get 134-24. I said it's still not over that, though, although we put up 10, go up 10 here. I think it is safe to say this game is over. We are on to the divisional rounds. Like I said, I think Patrick Mahomes has my back. Putting up 40 against the Baltimore Ravens, who usually have a good defense. Feel pretty good about that. So divisional round should be another good opponent, obviously, but I feel pretty good about our chances. Looks like the Dolphins beat the Steelers. So if we could have a Dolphins versus Chiefs matchup, that would be pretty fun to watch, obviously, with the Tyreek Hill thing coming in. So let's see if we get that matchup next week. So we're not going to get the Miami Dolphins. Instead, we get an AFC West opponent, the Los Angeles Chargers. So this could be a fantastic game. Chargers versus Chiefs. This should be a lot of fun to watch. I'm excited to see how this could go. I mean, obviously the Chargers have bolted up a little bit. I mean, not really trying to make a pun here, but the Chargers bolt up thing, you know what I mean? But regardless, we should come in here. We should be able to beat this team. Obviously, we have to see what happens, though. We start out with ball. A score here would go a long way, and we start off with a field goal, which is what we did last game, and now we're up 6-0. Can we go up 13-0? Yes, we can. So far, so good. We were getting stops. Defense is playing way better than expected, and we are up 20-7, looking good. Chargers could still easily get back in this game, though, and then it's 27-10, looking good. And we are up, nope, 27-17. Can we not allow them sneak in this game? It is 27-20. Keep the ball, please. And of course, you let the Chargers tie it up. We have all 3 timeouts and a dream. So, I mean, I don't know how we are in this position right now, but I got freaking Patrick Mahomes and I got 20 seconds. So I should be able to obviously make something happen here. Patrick Mahomes can do it in 13 seconds in real life. I can do it in 20 seconds here on Madden. At least that's my logic here. So hopefully that ends up working out in my favor, but we'll see. Probably not, but you never really know. So I'm just going to go ahead and scramble this. I'm going to need a block, but gain 10 yards. That's really not going to do much for me, though. I mean, if I can get in field goal range, I should be solid, but obviously that is going to be the problem. Can we get in field goal range? So we're going to need like a big gain from either Mecole Hardman or Juju here. So I'm going to be launching it to one of these guys, and I'm going to just hope and pray that you catch it. And, oh, if you would have held on to that, man. Okay, that took a little bit of time off. Literally just need a little bit, man. Like, if Juju, if Mecole Hardman, Williams, I guess, as well, Jameson Williams, you could do it as well. Just somebody get this freaking catch. We'd be going a long way. Actually, I think Jameson Williams might be wide open. This might be a little overthrown, though. No, man, it was right there. No freaking way. I'm going back to that same play. Jameson Williams was wide open. I overthrew it. Oh, my goodness. They're playing goal line right now. Are they crazy? There's no way they're playing goal line right now. There's no way. There's no way. Come on, Jameson. Bro, I just cannot believe this, man. Wow, we are going to overtime. This is not good. If we lose like this, okay, we get the ball. Skip moment. I'm gonna trust Mahomes to do his thing. Thank you, Patrick Mahomes. Thank you. Oh my, I had James Williams wide open, but it's all right. We're on to the AFC Championship. Get the stop on the Chargers. Was a little scary, but we're on to the AFC Championship without Tyreek Hill. Really hoping to see the Dolphins in the AFC Championship. That would be kind of storybook if it was. That I just don't get this. I don't get this animation, by the way. Why the hell would Justin Herbert be willing to celebrate and take that many pictures and be that hyped up about losing in the... Whatever, we're on to the next round. I guess it is ask and you shall receive. We get the Miami Dolphins here in the AFC Championship. It is Tyreek Hill going up against his former team. This is... You can't picture this. This is better. This is the best inning you possibly could have had. Tyreek Hill gets to play his former team. Unfortunately, this isn't an Arrowhead. That would be even better if Tyreek Hill decided to return to Kansas City. I wonder how Chiefs fans are going to react to Tyreek Hill. Are they going to like boo him? Or are they going to like, I don't know. I'm excited to see how that will go. But regardless, let's go ahead and see what this is about to go like. So Dolphins versus Chiefs. The Dolphins come out and they score immediately. So that not a good start. And we do not get a score here. But Mahomes does get one. Never mind. Okay, we were in the red zone and just don't come away with points. It is 21-0, 27-21. We can still come back in this game. I believe in Mahomes. 14-21. Get that stop and not a stop. Mahomes, please go get a score. Please, Mahomes, dude. You are Patrick freaking Mahomes, bro. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left. I believe in my ability to come out here and get a real quick touchdown. I feel like we could do it. So Williams, I'm gonna need you just like get out there like quickly. Well, you know what? I actually might just scramble this a little bit. So we're going to get out of bounds with Mahomes. I need a quick touchdown and a stop, and we'll be ready to go. So I'm going to just force this thing. They're actually playing 3-man deep, which I like because I could just throw it to Chase Edmonds underneath and gain a lot of yards. So if you want to continue to do that, I'm down for that. If I can get past this linebacker, did not, which is really annoying, but it is what it is. But they want to play 3-man deep still. I'm totally cool with that. So keep playing 3-man deep. I'm going to just get these yards here. So Kelsey... looking for you, screaming up the middle. It's not there. It's not there. Could be there now, actually. So I'm going to take that chance. Kelsey, I get they're respecting my deep ball, but I would really appreciate if they just went ahead and obviously just, stop playing 3-man deep so I can just throw it deep on them. But it's okay. We'll go ahead and take Chase Edmonds on the nice route there. And we'll see if we can get another nice gain here. So I have Kelsey screaming. Why? This is Noah Gray, but regardless, still, we'll take it out of bounds. 2 minutes and 19 seconds left. So after this touchdown, as long as I take care of the football, I'm gonna need my defense to get the stop I need, and we should be on the Super Bowl. If I get the ball back, or if Mahomes gets the ball back, we're gonna be on the Super Bowl, like no doubt in my mind. So I'm just gonna take this. Obviously, I cannot fumble here. That would be really stupid. We have all 3 timeouts. I'm gonna just run the football real quick if I can get it. Yeah, let's go, baby. Let's go. Come on, get in the end zone. Get in the end zone. Damn, all right, it's all good. 1 yard line though, 14-27. Would love to have saved that 2-minute warning for the next possession, but it's all good. Like I said, we're fine. So probably could just get Clyde Edwards-Helaire again here getting the touchdown. So we cannot use any of our timeouts, and he's in just like that. It could be 21-27. Obviously, defense needs to get a stop, though. Will they get the stop we need? And they do. I'm gonna trust Mahomes. I'm gonna trust Mahomes, and he does it. And we lost. Last second field goal. That's heartbreaking, man. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.